Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. What is it about these nationalist parties? They all seem to be filled with hate, don't they? They can't stand anyone who disagrees with them. Well, now John Swinney has been accused of bringing the office of First Minister into disrepute. This was after he was at the STUC, Scottish Trades Union Congress, and he said that all those people who protest against mass illegal immigration are racists. No, John. No. When you're watching your country be destroyed by illegals who come here, we don't know who they are. We don't know what they're going to do. We've got a good idea what they're going to do. We don't know what they've done in the past. We know nothing about them. They're demanding housing, demanding resources. They're taking away everything that this country stood for. The hard-working taxpayers of this country are being told they have to pay even more to keep these people who will never, ever work. You know, basically they are parasites. And to complain about that, he says, is racist. Well, no. No, John. Saying enough is not racist. Open up your house and let them all come in. Let's see how long before you say, whoa, enough is enough. Will it be after the first one? The second? The fifth? You know, when they've raped your wife, will that be enough? Tell me, John Swinney, when is enough enough? Or do you just want them to keep piling in until this country has 1 billion of them? Is that what you want? I think it probably is. He said people participating in demonstrations outside so-called illegal immigrant hotels were spreading racist hate. They're not. They just don't want their children abused. And directly said the protesters themselves were racist. They're not. What race is illegal immigrant? It's not a race, is it? It's a status, you dumb idiot. His comments, though, have been blasted by just about anyone who's not in the SNP, except for the Greens, of course, because they're all wankers too. But Glasgow Reform Councillor Thomas Kerr, he said that there's nothing racist at all about any of this. There's nothing racist about saying enough is enough. He said many of these protests have happened because of what the illegal immigrants have done, particularly to children. And the fact that the SNP are now defending that, he says a lot about the SNP. Well, we know, don't we? They've been embroiled in all this shit for a long time. We all know what the P stands for. He says those outside the hotels have the right to stand up for their country and demand action. John Swinney brings the office of First Minister into disrepute by labelling Scots in such a disgusting way. Oh yeah, calling them racist because they don't want their children raped. Yeah. I think Swinney ought to spend some time with these people. See what they're really like. Go and live for a week in one of those hotels. Man, these people live such a privileged life in their ivory towers. They don't see the problems down on the ground, do they? Because it never affects them. And Swinney's just so bad about this. Oh yeah, no, you're racist because you object to it. Yeah, I object to you, Swinney. Does that make me racist? Prick. Thanks a lot. Bye.